Hi Pisces, welcome to Kitchen Witchin Tarot. I'm Yola and I'm here to do your November 2021 reading. And I'm doing this the night before Halloween, Samhain. So it's going to be based around what our ancestors would like us to know, particularly for this month. One of the ways that we can really honour our ancestors around Halloween, when the veils between the worlds are thin, is to cook food that maybe our ancestors would have eaten, or family dishes that have been passed down that you've sort of eaten at family meals, in order to kind of reconnect to sort of the ages gone past when people would have prepared those things. And that's what I've been doing today. I've been making wild mushroom soup to honour my Polish ancestors. And I've also been making fresh bread to honour my English ancestors. So I'm kind of doing the both. So without further ado, I always start my readings with a goddess card, or a goddess and sirens card as it is today. And we're using the Stacey DeMarco pack. And excuse me a moment, I shall just put on my glasses. And the goddess I drew for you is Ixchel. Ixchel. And she's all about releasing. What is it that you need to release? So it is time to release an old belief or bad habit. Imbalances of all kinds will fall away. Your pain will soon ease. Ixchel, the jaguar goddess of the ancient Mayan culture, was the goddess of midwifery, fertility, earth, rain, and the sacred sweat bath. Widely honoured, her cult extended at one time as far as the islands of the east coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. So we can call upon the releasing powers of Ixchel when you are ready to let go of something. Whether you want to rid yourself of excess weight, a bad habit, a disease, or old patterns, Ixchel is a powerful discharging force. Allow her to help you let go of what no longer serves you, so that you don't hold grudges or resentments. These things are negative and heavy. So that's the goddess. So there is a feeling of release in this, releasing an old pattern or an old way or an old belief when I look at your cards. So the first tarot card that I drew for you is the Empress, which is a really beautiful energy to start a reading with. So the Empress is all about nurturing energy, fertility. It could literally be pregnancy. Not for everyone, but it's a kind of a pregnant idea. It's like kind of seeding some ideas, nurturing your kind of way of being. And that's next to the Moon card, which is a very Piscean card. And in fact, on this deck in the Cosmic Tarot, the Moon actually has the two Pisces fishes inside. And actually, every reading that I've done so far, the Moon has come out, which doesn't surprise me in Scorpio season. They're very moony. But the Moon is all about what goes on inside of us. It's the internal face. So it feels like there's some work that you're either doing or you need to start to do to look within yourself and look where you're planting your seeds. Look where you're putting your energy. Where is it that needs to go? And it really feels like it's something very new, because next to that, you've got the Fool. It's new, which is the first card of the major arcana. It's the first card of the whole tarot deck. It is the new journey. So it really feels like you need to do a little bit of inner work to look at how you can start a new journey and kind of go into it with a real childlike innocence of anything could happen, because literally anything could happen. And if you can kind of keep in that energy, then you move into the 10 of Cups, which is all about emotional fulfillment, stability, feeling balanced, kind of just having a bit of a Oh yeah, everything's in place now. Thank you very much. And it feels like that may have been quite a long time coming for you, Pisces. It feels like that might have been a time of struggle for you, because justice is next to that. And justice, it was all about readdressing the balance. So wherever you've been out of balance will now start to fall into balance. And I think that really is about you taking a bit of time in these dark months to kind of go inward and look at what you want to do. What is this new journey that you want to go on? Maybe it's a new journey you've just started, but there's certainly a feeling of this really new and kind of exciting journey that is really going to bring you some emotional fulfillment. And interestingly, we then have the Lovers, which is next to the Hierophant, both major arcana, both very strong cards. Now, for some of you, that can literally mean marriage. Those two cards together, absolutely marriage. But it may be a marriage of ideas. It may be a marriage of households. It may be a marriage, a literal marriage between two people. But there feels like there is an energy of balancing the masculine and the feminine. So the masculine is all very much looking at solution focused sort of things. You know, what is the outcome? What is my purpose of doing this? What is the outcome? Which is important, but we have a little bit of excess of that in our patriarchal societies. Whereas the feminine flow is about enjoying the journey, not really looking at what the outcome is. It's quite a fool energy of that, like, I'm just doing it. I like doing it. I don't care what the outcome is. And it's got that kind of energy about it. So it's about balancing those two things of enjoying the moment, enjoying the flow, but also having a little bit of an eye on the long term and finding that balance. It may be also that some of you might need to look at how you release your ideas of what marriage, what relationship is, because the Six of Swords is there, which is about kind of looking at what you need to let go. What is it that I need to walk away from? Is it my idea that to be in a perfect relationship, we have to be married? Is it my idea that to have a perfect home, I need this, this, and this? Whatever it is, it's about kind of looking at the bits that actually don't serve you anymore, don't serve the way your life is now. And that does feel like it's a little bit connected in with love, particularly because this row is all kind of love related cards with the Four of Cups. So maybe kind of trying to come away from your disappointments in love. They've happened, they've been, and they were there for lessons. And maybe that's part of what that moon energy is to really look at what it was about those kind of love connections, those emotional connections that went wrong. What was the lesson there? Why did that happen for you? What did you learn from it? And did you have to do it 20 more times till you learned it? Because if you're anything like me, I'm a bit like that with my emotions. So yeah, looking for the lessons, releasing that, then looking at it, releasing it, so that you can sort of move into this kind of more harmonious way of being, whether that is with another person, as we have got the Lovers and the Hierophant there, or whether that is about just feeling balanced within yourself, particularly with that Justice card, but this beautiful Ten of Cups energy coming in as well. And the final card I drew for you is the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in classic tarot. And that is about being open to emotional offers, being open to receive love. And if you can kind of do that bit of work where you're looking at what you need to release, looking at the old patterns, and taking and being brave and being courageous and taking that step on a new journey, which maybe some of you have already started. I don't know, maybe it's completely new, but it sort of feels like maybe it's been ticking away. But to take that step and have that courage to do that and be open to this kind of new emotional start will bring you a huge amount of balance. And that really feels like what the ancestors are really trying to kind of shout out to you, you know, release that which does not serve you. And strangely enough, your Moonology card I drew for you is the waxing moon, which is basically, what do you need to release? So that's the question to yourself. And often when I teach people in mindfulness, I often ask them to ask themselves questions, because by doing that, you're asking your subconscious a question, and your subconscious is like, it loves a puzzle. It's its favorite thing. So you're just kind of leaving it in there, and you can literally just ask yourself that question: what is it that I need to release? And then just leave it to kind of deal with it, and then it will come out in your conscious being. And it's kind of the start of healing. It's the start of a process for you. So it's a really powerful way of kind of getting in touch with your unconscious and your subconscious. And then the Wiccan card I drew for you was the Cauldron. So again, that's about, what do you need to add to this pot to make this potion what you want it to be? What is it that you need to add to your life or do within your life to kind of, you know, make it what you want it to be? And that would be the question again. It's like, what do I need to release? But equally, what do I need to add? So those are the two questions for you this month, Pisces. And then the message from your ancestors reads, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the surface. Again, very much about the subconscious. It feels like there's a lot going on underneath the surface, but actually all the Pisceans I know are very deep human beings. And yes, absolutely, what is going on beneath the surface. And then your overall reading, your overall card, which is from the Angel Tarot, is the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups, which is a lovely, lovely card. I mean, it's an uber emotional reading, which doesn't surprise me for you Pisces, because you are emotional beings. And it is about, well, it has two meanings. It can sort of indicate falling in love. It can indicate a new start in love, but it can also indicate self-love. It's a singular cup. It's like filling your cup. You know, love yourself first. That's really important. Whatever you do, you have to love yourself first. So it has a feeling of that. But it also can talk about new homes, moving, and, you know, this new journey. It's certainly a lot of new energy. It's quite unusual for Scorpio season, but I guess you're both water signs, so there's an energy in that. So it really feels like there is a lot of change beginning within your life. Well, I hope that resonated for some of you, you beautiful, beautiful little fishies. If you would like a private reading, all my details are down below. And you can book via my email, or I'm also creating lots of lovely new remedies and cosmetics, all handmade and bespoke to each person that I make them for. And they'll be going up on my Etsy shop soon. Again, details down below. And if you feel like you'd like to donate to my channel and to the work that I do, my PayPal address is also down below. Well, I wish you a beautiful Scorpio season, a beautiful November, and I hope to see you all in December. Bye.